What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Erica Every Day. Today makes 1 week postpartum for me. So I made a video about what I packed in my hospital bag. So today we're gonna get into what I actually used from my hospital bag, because I thought that I packed light, and I did compared to my first pregnancy, but I did not need the majority of the stuff that I brought. So to help y'all, if anybody is pregnant, and to help myself for the future, let's get into what I actually used from my hospital bag. I brought 2 pairs of my man's boxers, a pair of shorts, and 2 t-shirts. Out of all of that, I only wore 1 pair of boxers, and it was to go home. So I didn't wear the other pair, I didn't wear shorts, and I did not wear any of those t-shirts. I also brought a button-down pajama set, obviously to make it a little bit easier to breastfeed. Did not wear it at all, didn't even think to put it on. Then I have my hoodie and sweats to go home. Yes, I did wear that. I figured I was gonna wear it, but honestly, I could have worn what I went into the hospital with, and I should have just used that hoodie because that would have been 1 less hoodie to wear. But my water was also broken when I was going in, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna get my sweats wet on the way in, which I didn't, but I thought I was going to. Anyways, then I brought a robe, shower shoes, and I actually forgot my slippers because I've been wearing them in the house, and I just thought that I was gonna grab them, but I forgot my slippers. Of course I wore my shower shoes, and yes, I wore my robe. That is actually the only clothing item that I wore the entire time I was in the hospital, up until I had to leave, besides when I was giving birth and all that. After I gave birth and I showered, that robe was worn. Also, side note, I literally was only in the hospital for probably like 36 hours. They sent me home very quickly, but it was a super smooth delivery, which I'll get into that in another video, but I didn't stay at the hospital long. So had I stayed there longer, I might have worn some more clothes. Next, a nursing bra and socks. Did not wear a nursing bra, and I did wear 1 pair of those socks home, and then another pair I wore in the hospital room since I forgot my slippers. Then we have my Peri bottle, my long charger, and toiletries. Yes, my Peri bottle got used. And that is the one postpartum item that I would highly recommend everybody brings, because the hospitals is like, a Peri bottle just works so much better. So if you're able to get a Peri bottle, get one. Anything else you can take from the hospital with you, that's fine. They have it for you. Bring your Peri bottle. Long charger, yes, I needed to charge my phone. And it's a good thing I brought a long one, because it definitely would not have reached if I brought my regular charger. All my toiletries I did use, except for the hand sanitizer and the nipple butter. I didn't put anything on my nipples while I was there, but they did also give me like some nipple cream in case I needed it. But everything else got used. Soap, deodorant, brush, lotion, all that good stuff, it all got used. Then I also brought a folder and a garbage bag. Folder did not get used because they actually gave me a folder. And then the garbage bag, yes, my dirty clothes went in there. Even though I didn't really have that many dirty clothes. Maybe it was more so the baby's dirty clothes. I don't know, my man packed it. I just know it had some dirty clothes in it. All right, and then as far as the baby stuff goes that was in my bag, socks, mittens, a hat, 2 pairs of footy pajamas, and a going home outfit. She did wear her socks home. She did not wear her mittens. She didn't wear a hat. Obviously the hospital has hats. She wore 1 pair of footy pajamas home, so she did not wear the going home outfit. So again, I literally could have just brought 1 pair of footy pajamas and socks. And I should have known I didn't really need to bring too many clothes, because for my first birth, we literally didn't put my daughter in clothes until it was time to leave. Like, she was just swaddled the whole time, and it ended up being the same thing this time. So going forward, just 1 pair of pajamas to go home in. And then we also have the blanket and the Velcro swaddle. We did use our blanket a little bit. Obviously the hospital has tons of blankets, but We used ours for a little bit, and then the Velcro swaddle blanket did not get used. Honestly, I can't think of anything that I wish that I brought. Like, I'm really trying, I've been trying to think of if there was anything that I missed. The only thing I would say maybe is if you're not a fan of like the big pads that they give you, and you would rather have like the adult diapers or like period panties, you know, if you would rather have that, bring those, because the hospital does not have those. I don't mind the big pads. What I'm not really a huge fan of is the big ice pack pads. They're just like not very comfortable. Like when they're cold, like the cold feels good, but sitting on that, it's not very comfortable. But now that I've actually written this out and like visualized or like put down on paper what I actually used when I get pregnant next time in a few years, my bag will be much lighter than it was this time. And I really thought I did a good job this time because I only brought one bag. However, we left with like 5 bags. So make sure you take from the hospital what they have: diapers, wipes, pads. If you want to get those bed sheet things so you don't bleed on your bed, take those. The little nose things. I don't know, I literally just took everything. But 1 week postpartum is crazy with 2 under 2. Last night was the first night that I actually felt like I got some sleep, so that's a good thing. Both my daughters are asleep right now, so I'm going to edit this video in bed. And yeah, I definitely have more pregnancy and mom content coming, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions, because I definitely will be going more in depth like into my birth story, if you have any questions about anything that you want to see in a video, let me know. I'll be happy to add it. But yeah, make sure you pack light because you'll be leaving with a lot of bags. So hopefully this video helped, and I'll see you guys next time.